Nigerians, how you guys doing? This is your girl, your one and only T Wealthy Billions. You're welcome to the camp of the raw naked truth. In this video, I would like to address the issue between the management of Bond Bread and Mrs. Love DOSHIMA. So recently, a Nigerian lady called Mrs. Love DOSHIMA noticed something about one of the products that she markets in her shop. And when she noticed that and felt, oh no, I need to inform the general public about this and create awareness so that people can be aware of what they consume and how they consume it. She did not particularly mention the name of any brand, but she noticed that a particular brand of bread has sat on her shelf over time. And she got worried and decided to create awareness. So she came on her social media platform with bread in hand, creating awareness to the public, telling them that this bread has been on her shelf for a number of days, over the period of time it should, that they should be very careful what they consume and how they consume it, so it doesn't affect their health. Now, without mentioning any name in particular, the management of Bond Bread reached out to her. They called her. They invited her over to their office. And while she was just wrapping her head around whether to go or not to go, they sent her a demand letter demanding for damages. So the whole thing was just happening, so fast. The woman herself became so confused. But one thing I liked about her is that she was carrying her followers and carrying Nigerians along. Now, before we say Jack Robinson, the management of Bond Bread arrested her. They decided to oppress her with the Nigerian police. So I don't know when it became a crime in this country for a customer to give review on a product that she bought with her own money. So I'm going to give my own view as a managing director who has been into business for decades. I will tell you here today that customers' review has been of advantage to my company in so many ways. It has helped us to grow. It has helped us to become better. And I want to also say that the management of Bond Bread did not handle this issue very well. Because what she has done right now is that she has created a very negative perception in the mind of Nigerians about her brand. She has also exposed this further to people that shouldn't know about this crisis. When people contacted her, like she claimed that people contacted her that it was her bread that was being talked about, she would have secretly or privately reached out to this lady in question. Maybe invite her over to the bakery, take her around, show her the processes that they use in producing this particular bread. And so doing, this lady can even now start using her platform to create more awareness for this brand. So I believe she did not handle it very well, because if you're a business person, you should be able to muzzle up the courage to take customers' reviews. People call me from all parts of Nigeria because we have our products in different supermarkets. And oftentimes, those products have our brand name. When you supply things to different supermarkets, there is what we call barcode. So all our barcodes have our names. Either you're seeing T Wealthy or you're seeing BJ Honey on any of our products, both non-edible and edible products. So I receive calls, my company receive calls from customers from all over Nigeria, even Africa, people calling from Ghana, Cotonou, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal. Yeah? So because we have lots of people in Lagos Island also distributing our products. So sometimes when they buy it, they have to just, when they scan, they get our number and they begin to reach out to us. We've used customers' review to better our services to our customers. Customers' review have helped us to become better and to serve the general public better. In fact, if the management of Bond Bread has managed this very well, it would have been to their own advantage. Customers review is very, very important to any business. Whether negative or positive, you need it. It will help you to grow. It will help you to better your services. It will help you to understand who your customers are. It will help you to know exactly what sells and what works for your customers. So, customers review is not a crime. Customers review is not a death sentence. Every business owner, every brand, every customer should know how better to manage customers review, because whether you like it or not, it is a plus for your business. It opens your eyes to even things that you do not know. I can't begin to list for you how much customers review has helped us as a brand to grow in Tea World, in BJ Honey, and in BJ Honey Nigeria Limited, and in BJ Honey Bakery. It has helped us a lot. So I think this style of using the police to oppress people for airing their view, should be put to an end in this country. People are not animals. If they can bring out money to buy your product, their views and their reviews on your product should be respected. Money is not easy to come by in this country. So for somebody to dip hand into their pocket and bring out their hard-earned money to buy your product, no matter how much, please, brand owners, be reasonable enough to respect their reviews. Very, very important. It's non-negotiable and cannot be questioned. Every customer that patronizes a brand should have the right to criticize that brand, to speak positively about that brand in their reviews. So, reviews can come in as a negative one, as a positive one. It's not left for the brand owner to know how to make good use of that review. Using the police to silence citizens, using the police to, trample on people's rights to speak, rights to air their views. No, it's not going to be acceptable in this country. Last time it was the tomato pest lady. In fact, that one got me so pissed because that lady lost her pregnancy in the course of the dragging to and fro on that case. And I just learned recently that case is still in court. Things like this shouldn't be. We know, yes, it takes money, it takes years, it takes sweat and blood to build brands. But also, it takes a lot for people to be able to buy. We pray for customers. So when they come and buy, they also have the right to give their review on what they have invested their money on. So please, I will advise the management of Born Bread to please create an office whereby or employ someone that can handle customers' review to your own advantage. Please, because there's a way this would have been handled, and that lady will still go back to the public. Privately, they reach out to her privately, sort this issue out. Because right now, the management of Born Bread is giving a very negative perception about their brand. And this can cost you guys a lot. If the politicians in this country are victimizing the citizens, oppressing us with the political money they've made in office, no, we as citizens shouldn't do that to ourselves. The era of using police to oppress people because you're richer, or you have an upper hand, or have connections, or have people in power, no, that era has to come to an end. Because that is the corruption we're talking about that should be wiped off from this country. Anyways, I just thank God that, VDM was not around when this issue happened. Because one way or the other, he would have gone behind with a corrupt lawyer to collect money from the management of, that tried to arrest the girl. And the rest would have been history. By the time you know it, he will just come and tell you that, you see, I videoed that woman. I videoed her. I videoed the woman. He will not play a little of the video. You see, I played, just watch, let me play a little for you. He will not play maybe 1 minute clip and say, as you can see, she's the one in the video, right? Yeah. So when she was talking to me about the bread, I just realized that she purposely did it. She said she made that video to destroy this brand. And I can see that, the bread was not actually bad. She was sent to destroy the brand. But we thank God that the manipulator is not on ground. And the lawyer that handled this, Barrister Effiong, thank you, because we've seen your effort. I know you were also the person that handled the other lady's own. So I want to thank all the activists, all the people that stood on ground to ensure that this lady was released. Immediately they heard that she got arrested. I want to say a very big thank you to the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Tunji Disu. Thank you, sir, for responding immediately. Thank you to Randy Peters. Thank you to Barrister Effiong. And thank you to Mama P. Yeah, Mama P, the goat. You're still a goat and a very stupid lady. Yeah. So, but I thank you for your swift response to ensuring that, she was not oppressed. Thank you so much for standing on ground. You guys are doing great. Thank you to Nigerians.